Horn, go back to your igloo. Mr. Wizard, good night. Although the snowstorm is heavy, and there is little chance of the polar bears coming out, we still need to stay vigilant. I can also think about how to catch those seals. Web novel. This is the first time I've seen so many animals since I came here. But I don't know why I don't feel excited when seeing prey, instead. Do you stand in awe and feel that life in nature is so wonderful and diverse? Nature between heaven and earth is thriving with lives. Seeing such scenes always makes people feel like going back to the source of life. Where I feel so calm, and so comfortable. Even so, we still have to. We are only part of nature. Nick, remember the plan we talked about before we left? Swish, the snow does make my actions slower. Swish swish, the speed bonus provided by my skill is still quite useful. Howl. Fortunately, they are not moving fast. I can catch up. Plop. Mr. Wizard, the seals are gone. That's impressive. They just gnawed through such a block of thick ice. Did the seals make these? The animals here got sharp teeth. If not, how can they survive in such a place? It would take me much time to dig through this half-meter ice block even with a knife. But these seals can gnaw through it without any tools. Normally, seals have at least a few breathing holes, but they are frightened now, so they won't pop out anytime soon. Horn, come here. Bleat. We don't have much food left, so we have to catch some sea fish. Horn can only carry a few things with it. Given the space required when we return with the seals, we didn't bring much food here this time. Mr. Wizard, why did you put branches in this hole? To prevent the ice hole from freezing. Alright, it's still some time before dark. Let's search for seals around. Maybe we could find other groups. Mr. Wizard, what is an ice ridge? An ice ridge is a long, narrow pile of broken ice that forms when two pieces of ice collide under the push of seawater. Ice ridges lead straight to the sea. And seals are often seen on ice ridges. However, they only get out of the water to breathe, not jump on the ice to bask in the sun as the previous group of seals did. By the way, there were a large number of walruses on the edge of the ice sheet. Why didn't we capture them? They were on the edge of the floating ice. Without even crawling, they could just roll over and jump into the sea. There was no way we could catch them unless we could teleport. Let's go. Keep searching for ice ridges. Mr. Wizard, look at that moving ice block. Is that the ice ridge you were talking about? Exactly. It's a newly formed one. Its structure is not stable. There will be no seals on it now. What a pity. Mr. Wizard, let's go back and check the fish hook. I feel that we must have gained something this time. Okay, let's go. This fish is so big that it's enough for us to eat for a long time. Yeah, at least for 5 or 6 days. Although we didn't catch a seal, we still got this cod. You should go get some rest after eating. I will think about how to capture some seals tomorrow while taking the night shift. Nick and I can stay here for 10 or even 15 days as we have animal fur as our clothes, fish as our food, and a wooden hut as shelter. But Horn can't. Where Horn needs mosses and lichen as its food. It's easy to find some in the snowfield. But we are on the ice sheet now. Although this place is also covered in heavy snow, there are only ice blocks under it. There's no soil for plants to grow. Mr. Wizard, it's snowing now. Few animals can be seen. Will the seals come out today? Don't worry. They will definitely come out. Last night, I spent 1,000 points to purchase the Ice Sheet Experience Pack. So I know seals would be on the ice sheet even under this weather. Mr. Wizard, look. The seals are out. Screech. Squeak. Screech. I hope I won't scare this seal away. Howl. It's still there. Looks like the method in the ice sheet experience pack is quite useful. Continue. Is he pretending to be a seal? This method is remarkable. Howl. Swoosh roar. Shocked. Want to run. Swoosh accurate centaur. Sims. Sum. Humph. Whoosh get out. 0. Howl. You can't run away. Sufush. You made it, Mr. Wizard. Oh, this seal is so fat. That's right. The fatter it is, the more oil it has. I was worried that it wouldn't be fat enough. Nick, let's dispose of it here. Mr. Wizard, this seal is so fat and big. Fortunately, the clay pots we made are large enough. Otherwise, we can't take it all. Thanks to the ice sheet experience pack, I could catch the first seal successfully. Maybe I should try other methods now. It's about noon. The animals are coming out. Nick, get ready. We'll split up later and try to catch a few more seals today. Okay. I'll try the method you used just now. Oh, my. It's so cold. I can't feel my fingers. When Mr. Wizard did this just now, it was still morning and it must have been colder than it is now. But he didn't quit. I need to work hard, too. I can't leave everything to Mr. Wizard. Sums. Ah, I am way slower than Mr. Wizard, and I can't catch up with this seal at all. Looks like I have to use another method. Just use the stupidest way. I'll be waiting here by the ice hole. If a seal swims near it or shows up, I'll pierce it with my spear. Whoosh got you. Most of the seals are too timid. When I was 30 or 40 meters away from them several times, they rushed into the ice holes and escaped. Yeah, I waited by the ice hole the whole afternoon, but I only caught one seal. It isn't an easy job. However, we have at least caught some seals. We didn't get anything yesterday, right? Yeah. And these 2 seals are fat. The 4th day. The 5th day. The 6th day. The 7th day. What's going on? Is it because we have come here too frequently that those seals now choose to hide under the water? I think it's possible. Didn't you say they are smart? All right. Luckily, we have got 10 seals in the last few days, which is enough for us to survive this harsh winter. Yeah. Mr. Wizard, Horn is running out of food. Should we go back? Okay, let's pack up and spend the night here today. We're going home tomorrow. We're going home tomorrow. It would be windy outside the igloo at this time before, but why is it so quiet today? It's better though. Without the noise, I can hear the movement outside more clearly. But it became so quiet all of a sudden. I really can't get used to. Is it? Flash, there you go. Nick, have you fallen asleep? Come and take a look. Not yet. It smells so good. Delicious. This oil is warming me up. Yeah. I didn't expect that most of the solidified seal oil would melt and become shiny oil under the high temperature of the campfire. Mr. Wizard, now I know why you want to find seals. In this frozen world, such oil can effectively keep out the cold and maintain our body temperature. Indeed. Are you full? Let's go for a walk. It's the first time we have walked out of the igloo at night. It's beautiful. The hazy beauty makes me feel like dreaming. Novel Mike. Calm look at the moon. It should be a full moon soon. I wonder how Yi Lin and others are doing. If the sky is clear and cloudless at night, then the next day will be a clear day. The moon was bright and there weren't many stars last night, so today is a good day. Yeah, and everything went smoothly on our way back. It's afternoon. Let's spend the night here. Get ready to build an igloo for the night. Nick, are the snow bricks ready? Nick. What's wrong? Did she find anything? It's seawater. Seawater. When I was cutting the snow bricks just now, I suddenly heard a sound under my feet. When I listened to it carefully, I realized that it was the sound of the tide ebbing. The sound of tide ebbing. There is snow all around. How could there be a sea under us? Splash. Could it be? Whoosh as expected. It can't go any further than half a meter. Novel Mike. Calm Nick, dig with me. We are still on the ice sheet. Unbelievable. How vast is it? Maybe we walked too slowly. Even so, we have traveled more than a dozen kilometers today. This is terrifying, but it seems that this ice sheet wants to give us one last gift before we leave. A gift. Yes, a gift. Since we can hear the waves crashing across the ice block, it is no surprise that there is a beach under us. Nick, let's build an igloo first, then we'll dig a big hole in the ice block. We can come back later to pick up our gift. Midnight Nick, wake up. We're going to the ice hole to get the gift of blue mussels. Mr. Wizard, is the blue mussel really that delicious? I have never tasted it. Its meat contains a variety of vitamins that our body needs. So it's a good thing. Although we had cloudberries to supplement vitamins before, we didn't have many of them. Right now, we got another thing that can provide us with vitamins, we must take this chance. Then why do we have to wait until now? Didn't we dig the ice hole in the afternoon? When it's the full moon, the tidal range will reach its maximum, so we will have plenty of time to move under the ice sheet. It's indeed a gift from the ice sheet. Look, the tide is ebbing. Splash splash Mr. Wizard, I can see the sand now. NH. It's so dark. Mr. Wizard, are you okay? I feel good. There are a lot of blue mussels on this beach. Nick, take the fur bags with you. Wow, this place looks wonderful. Nick, you are in charge of the right side. I take the left side. Remember not to go too far. If you hear the waves, leave as fast as you can. Got it. In the absence of timing tools, we can't know how much time has passed, or calculate the ebb and flow of the tide either, so we can only rely on the sound of the waves at high tide. Although the ice is thick, it may still collapse suddenly without the support of the seawater. If we can hear the sound of ice shattering and react before it collapses, we will undoubtedly have more time to run. Collecting blue mussels under the ice block is very risky. There is no danger most of the time, but if it occurs, it will be extremely deadly. Hot. I had been worried for half an hour. This is quite a harvest. The blue mussels here seem to have weighed more than 100 kilograms. Yeah. The tide hasn't risen yet. Should we pick more of them? No. It has been at low tide for so long. The tide will rise at any time. We don't need to take the risk. Let's move these blue mussels to the sled first. Alright. Mr. Wizard, the blue mussels are delicious. I think I can still eat a few of them. Wriggle. I was wrong. Compared with blue mussels, raw meat is better. But for the sake of vitamins, I'll do it. It is like refrigerated jelly. It went smoothly into my mouth. Although the juice is still a little fishy, its taste is okay. Told you. Creak. Ah, we're finally home. The snow is so bang thick. Ha ha ha, the squirrel welcomes you back with a pine cone. Let's get in, Mr. Wizard. Home is the best. Nick, let's deal with the prey we brought back from the ice sheet. Then take some time off at home for now. We can also make a bow and arrows. You're back. Lucky us. We got 2 snow hares in the trap today. Mr. Wizard, I've handled most of the seal skin. What to do next? Make it waterproof shoes. Good idea. Our shoes are often drenched by the snow, becoming wet and cold. It will be great if we have waterproof shoes. By the way, Mr. Wizard, aren't you making a bow and arrows? How is it going? Oh, not good. It's not easy to make one that can kill seals. More preparations are needed. Besides, it's almost winter. We need to get ready for that. Winter, I know it would be cold in the snowfield in winter. But I didn't expect it to be freezing. From mid-November, it has been snowing almost every day, with only differences in the amount and duration of snowfall. Whatever. We have stored enough food. No matter how the weather is, I will never go out. Nick, why didn't you stop me? Since I said that, we stayed at home every day. It's killing me. Where are we going, Mr. Wizard? It's too boring. However, because of the poor visibility around, we'd better just go around the cabin for the sake of safety. Alright. We're Mr. Wizard. Why did you stop? It's freezing. Swoosh, I want to go home. Good boy. If it's a good day tomorrow, I will take you out for a walk, okay? Mr. Wizard, Horn's food is running out. Let's go out to seek some these days. Before winter, the reindeer will migrate to some warm place with rich food for the winter. However, Horn is different and needs to be taken care of. Let's go back to eat something first. Our cabin is warm. Yeah. Mr. Wizard, I'm getting some jam. I am wondering how everyone is doing. They won't have it worse than we do. There are rich supplies and sufficient people on Dawn, way much better than us now. 7 maybe they have arrived in Zone A1. I am wondering when we can meet them. We will meet eventually. Eat up. Go to bed early after eating. Scrunch scrunch. Swoosh. Spurt. Chirp. How? Rustlo rustle. Creak. Howl, horn. Something is happening outside. White wolves. How did they get here? Swoosh swoosh. Grab. Bang. Bang. Are you all right? I'm fine. Just a wolf. It's no big deal. I can quickly retreat. Bang, where did these wolves come from? They should have thanked me for not going to catch them, yet they are trying to eat me. Right, Mr. Wizard. We have never discovered a trace of white wolves before. Why did they suddenly appear today? Anyway, they may go to Horn's place. We have to get ready. Got it. Bang, Nick, close the window first. Bang, Mr. Wizard, we are surrounded. And a wolf is digging a hole outside the door of Horn's place, and it's already halfway in. Damn, how dare they attack Horn? Bang. Howl. Howl. Do you really think that I am afraid of you? Slash. Bang bang. Hurry. Rustle. Howl. Bang, horn, is everything okay? Are you all right? Make a sound if you are. Bleat. Great. Horn is fine. Now we should think about how to deal with these beasts. To catch bandits, first catch the ringleader. Once the Wolf King is eliminated, the wolf pack will panic and separate. By then, we can kill them all. But they are almost the same. It's really difficult to find out the Wolf King. If White Eye were here, this wolf pack would be of value. There are two types of fights among wolves, a group fight or a fight between wolf kings. The winner can get the loser's territory or even the pack. Howl. Damn, there are so many wolves in the pack that I can't see which wolf is giving the order. Mr. Wizard, they are coming. Slash whatever, just kill them. Bang. Start lead, are they not gonna stop? The Wolf King. Thud. Howl 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 howl. Mr. Wizard. Slash. Grab, finally gotcha. You asked your followers to exhaust me first. And you showed up until now. Don't you know what it means to fight side by side? I don't think you do. Let me teach you then. Grab, fighting side by side means if your companions are dead. On bang, you won't survive either. It can still stand up after being flung by me with such strength. Let me see what you really are. Turns out it's a dire wolf. Dire wolf, the largest wild canine in history, lived in the Ice Age 400,000 years ago. Compared with today's wolves, dire wolf's body and limbs are shorter and stronger, with wide shoulders, a large and heavy head, and stronger chins and teeth. It has a terrible biting force and a strong body like a hyena. Looks like there are prehistoric creatures in each area. Mr. Wizard, are you okay? I'm fine. Nick, keep yourself safe. But. Okay. Growl. Mr. Wizard, why do they stop attacking? They may be planning something, or they are wary of us. Howl. Mr. Wizard, they are running away. Scrunch. Arg. It hurts. Thank goodness, the wolf pack retreated, or I really don't know how it would end up. Nick, go check Horn. I've just checked it out. It's fine. Let me help you get back. Mr. Wizard, you are badly injured. What should I do? First, tie my thigh with animal tendons to stop the bleeding, and then bandage the wound on my shoulders with my t-shirt, not the hide. I don't know if Silver Wolf can enhance my immunity. No, I can't take the risk. Nick, use your method to stop my bleeding. My method? You mean? I got it. It will end soon. Fizzle. And Nick. Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard, how do you feel? Would you like some water? I'm fine. Just a bit hungry. Give me a minute. I'm going to heat some fish and smoked meat for you. I'd better check my physical condition now. Oh, no. As long as I make a move, a sharp pang of pain will strike through me. I have no strength at all. Looks like I'd stay still for a short time. Humph. I need to find ways to kill those wolves. Damn it. I've never suffered such a great loss. However, is Area E7 so cold that even the white wolves have to leave their territory for food in other places? They didn't get anything this time, and they may come again. It will be bad if they come before I get recovered. I'd better set up some traps around the cabin to deal with them for a while. Mr. Wizard, you should lie down. I can help you. No, thanks. I can eat by myself. Is it not good? No, I was eating too fast. I need to take a break. What's going on? When eating just now, I felt a warm sensation spreading around my wounds. I am sure that it's Silver Wolf working. It's just way more effective than that when I was getting recovered from the injuries caused by the polar bear before. Is it because the fish and the meat are helpful to the recovery? Nick, can you give me more meat? I feel I can eat more. No problem. Nick, please get me something to eat. Eat again. You get hungry quickly, Mr. Wizard. Really? Yeah, you had a feast. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. After eating so much meat, how could I get hungry so fast? Nick, please prepare more food. After this meal, I think I may be hungry soon. Without meat, I become weak again. Luckily, we have enough food stored, so I can eat without worries. As I expected, as long as I have food, the effect of my gift will be enhanced. In other words, as long as I have enough energy, my gift can be fully played out. I was starving and feeling so bad when confronted the polar bear, which was not even close to my current state. It's like an engine, running not fast or even stopping running when it has insufficient power. I get it. At that time, it must be the gift using the energy inside me to cure the wounds, so I would feel weak and fall. When I got the gift Silver Wolf, I thought the function of it didn't match its name. But after this incident, I can understand why the gift is called Silver Wolf. With this speed of recovery, perhaps I can get fully recovered in a month. And if I fight the Wolf King again, I'm sure I can take it down to the ground. Yet before that, I still need to have a good rest. To quicken my recovery. These wolf furs are good stuff. I need to collect them. Let me put them in the warehouse first. And deal with them when I have time. Mr. Wizard, bad news. What's wrong? It's gone. All the meat in the warehouse is gone. It must be those white wolves. They are too cunning, fighting us while digging a hole to steal our food. 7 No wonder that night the wolves confronted me for so long but did not dare to attack me. Obviously, they knew they couldn't fight us, so they played a trick. Now it will be tough for us to get through the winter. We got 12 white wolves, which can support us for a while. It seems that we have to go back to the wetland again. Given the current situation, even the wolves can't find food in the woods. I'm afraid it will be harder for us to find some. We can only get something to eat in the fishery. But before we set off, there's something that needs to be prepared. A week later. Mr. Wizard, during these days, we have fixed the door, got Horn's food ready, and even put a plank on the floor at Horn's cabin, so don't worry. I am not worried about these. I'm worried about the weather. Mr. Wizard, shall we take a break? No. Don't worry about me. It's snowing, making it terrible to travel. The longer we stay outside, the bigger the chance we may run into danger. The earlier we get to the wetland, the sooner we can come back. After walking for less than 2 hours in this weather, I feel hurt on the exposed skin because of the cold wind. Even though I'm wearing thick animal fur clothes, my body still feels icy cold and my toes are nearly numb. We need to take a break for a while. Let's eat something to warm up our bodies before moving on. Okay, Mr. Wizard. The weather is awful. Later, when we sleep, we need to check each other's breath from time to time to make sure neither of us freezes to death without knowing it. We're 0. We finally arrived, Mr. Wizard. Nick, turn around and look closely. It's all frozen. Yeah, this place was so warm before. Now I can only set up the fish traps after I break the ice, but the injuries from the previous battle with the white wolves haven't healed yet. Mr. Wizard, look. There is animal fur. Mr. Wizard, I sniffed it just now. I suspect it is white wolf's fur. They should have been gone for a long time. Look at these. They were left by the white wolves. I've seen this kind of pellet before. It is what dog excrement looks like after it has grown bacteria, and the process usually takes a long time. Nick, let's check around to make sure it's safe here before we do something else. Got it, Mr. Wizard. Did you find anything? I found some other excrement, but they are all mildewed. Those wolves only came here once and never came back ever since. Looks like they tried to break the ice to catch fish but failed in the end, so they didn't come back. So it's safe here, right? I don't want to fight wolves again. I'm not sure. We'd better be careful. After all, there is nowhere good to hide. Mr. Wizard, there are so many bubbles down there. These are biogas bubbles. Biogas bubbles. Biogas bubbles are formed in water due to decaying leaves and branches, where bacteria produce methane which accumulates and forms these bubbles. Biogas. Methane produced by the decomposition of organic matter from the bottom of water by microorganisms. Nick, step back. I'll do magic for you. Blaze. That's amazing. The biogas is flammable, right, Mr. Wizard? Yes, but it is also explosive. Explosive. Yes, let's get our work done first and then we will talk about it. Mr. Wizard, I see fish swimming under the ice. The surface of the water has frozen, and oxygen and food in the pond are extremely scarce. In this case, the ice cave with abundant oxygen is undoubtedly a huge attraction for fish. Lift. Luckily, we found this place before. At this rate, we will be able to get back tomorrow. Nick, we may stay here for some time. We need to deal with those wolves before we leave. Then what should we do? Just wait. Wait until they come to us themselves. Nick, come here. My plan is to catch enough fish for this winter, and then. It's a great plan. You are so smart, Mr. Wizard. Were. It should be them coming. Nick, you and Horn wait for me at the specified spot. Got it. I'm waiting for you. In the woods. Growl. You finally came here. Stamp, you are so slow. I prepared the food for you a few days ago. You should have finished the food stolen from me. After all, that amount of food is only enough for 2 people to go through the winter. It's not enough for all of you to share. Stop staring at the fish and internal organs on the ice. They are all frozen. They still don't dare to attack me. Obviously, they are scared of me. Luckily, I've got full preparation. I got fresh fish here. You still dare not come over. Howl. Swoosh, that's it. You guys can't be afraid of me alone. Swoosh. Crack. Blaze. Bang. Blaze. Gotcha. Boom. Howl. Howl, howl. You are paddling quite like a dog. It's just the beginning. How can you run away? Stop right there. Bite. What's the rush? You haven't caught a fish yet. How can you open your mouth first? Rat, since you can't wait, I'll let you catch it yourself. Novel. Push, howl. So many wolves here. Even though I am at an advantage in the water, I can't defeat all the wolves alone. But. Swish, I didn't say I was alone. Fortunately, Mr. Wizard made the bow and arrows. They come in handy now. Swish, swish, swish. It is finally over. Achoo. I hope I won't get a cold or a fever. Mr. Wizard, have a cup of hot tea. Although I only soaked in the water for a few minutes, in this weather, if it weren't for my strong physique, I would have been dead. Oh, it feels much better. You worked so hard tonight, Mr. Wizard. No big deal. I feel relieved after dealing with the wolves. I was thinking of how to solve this danger after we fought off them that night. That amount of food was not enough for them to survive this winter at all. After they finished it, they would surely come to us again. 11. My original plan was to set a trap, but after seeing this frozen pond and the biogas bubbles, I got this wonderful idea. Ah! My big worry has been resolved. I'm feeling really good now. Mr. Wizard, do we not take the wolf meat? No, throw them in the pond to feed the fish. Dogs and wolves are from the same family, but dog meat tastes sweet, while wolf meat tastes sour. Nick, we need to hurry up. We're going home today. Okay, Mr. Wizard. Nick, are you all right? I can keep moving on. The faster we go, the sooner we can get home. We are finally home, Mr. Wizard. Let's get in the cabin. Nick, take off your shoes. Let me check your wound. Sigh. Since we've got enough food, we can take a break for a while. Mr. Wizard, you haven't recovered yet. You should have a good rest now. It's February. Why is it still snowing? Mr. Wizard, I have roasted some fish. Have some. Okay. It should be noon now. Time for lunch. Since we drove away the wolves and returned from the wetland, it has been snowing heavily every day. But we have not been affected. We just stayed in the cabin and heated ourselves with the pit store. This is quite an enjoyable way of life. I thought it would get warmer in February, but I didn't expect it to snow every day. Half a mo ago, we even met the polar day phenomenon. Although it's dark outside, it's actually noon now. Nick, have some more. Mr. Wizard, you don't have to worry about me. My frostbite has healed. You should take good care of yourself. I see. We'll stay in the cabin for a few more days and go outside when it's March. March spring is here. It's time to go out. It's already March. Why is it still so cold? Novel Mike. Calm. After more than a month of rest, and with the help of the silver wolf, all my injuries have recovered. It's a fine day today. Mr. Wizard, I packed up pottery bowls and wooden skewers. We can go now. Okay. Take Horn with us. Let's go. Pat this one. Mr. Wizard, is there sap in its bark? Birch trees store nutrients in autumn. After winter, they absorb melted snow water and decompose the nutrients to form birch sap for growth. When I first came here, I wanted to collect some birch sap. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right time. The sap in the birch trees had been depleted. But now these birch trees must have stored rich sap. Cut. Splash. Novel Mike. Calm. There it is. It's much better than before. Although technically, the best time to collect birch sap is from the end of March to the end of April because the sap is the most abundant and nutritious during that period. Mr. Wizard, it smells like wood. Taste it. Swoosh. You like it, too. Splash. Then drink as much as you like. Nick, let's have some. It's a bit sweet, like honey water, but it's also a bit bitter. Anyway, it tastes good. It also has a unique flavor of trees. Its flavor was light when drinking, and then it burst in my throat and condensed. I guess this is what you meant by the flavor that lingers long. So let's get more. We can collect dozens of jars of sap so that we can drink it whenever we want. Besides, I'll make something else with it. Mr. Wizard, why are you boiling the birch sap? I want to collect yeast in the air. It's getting dark now. Take the boiled sap outdoors and bring it back when it's dawn. To avoid failure, I made 100 jars of boiled sap. No matter how unlucky I am, I should at least get one successful product. I will. Mr. Wizard, it's been a month. Are we finally going to open these jars? We'll see if any of them is successful today. It stinks. Okay, this one has failed. Novel Mike. Did I make a mistake in a certain step? I didn't completely sterilize it. I didn't seal it properly. Or is there no yeast in this forest? Mr. Wizard, let's continue. We have so many jars left. Yeah. Let's continue. Mr. Wizard, is this one okay? Barring accidents, I guess so. Transparent vessels are usually used to capture Saccharomycetes because, unlike other bacteria that float on the surface, Saccharomycetes often sink to the bottom. But we don't have glass bottles. I used pottery jars. In addition, the birch sap is turbid. I can't see the bottom unless I pour the liquid out. We made it. Is this yeast? To be precise, it is yeast paste, which contains yeast, a lot of impurities, and alcohol. Finally, we opened every jar. Only 4 of them have yeast inside. What a low success rate. Fortunately, the yeast is enough to make wine. Turns out you want to make wine, Mr. Wizard. I'll make birch wine to extract alcohol. Then I don't have to use that extreme method to deal with the wound when I get injured again. Mr. Wizard, bacteria can be killed by boiling the jars in water. Novel Mike, yeah. After boiling for 15 minutes, pour in boiling water and put the jars aside to cool them down to room temperature. Mr. Wizard, they aren't hot anymore. Good. Pour the water into the jars with yeast paste inside them. Shake the jar to dilute the liquid until 2/3 of it is filled, and then place it there. The top layer of liquid is alcohol, the middle layer is yeast liquid, and the bottom layer is impurities. Therefore, I need to pour out the alcohol first before I get the yeast liquid. Alcohol yeast liquid impurity, I must be very cautious when doing it. If the poured out liquid turns into a different color, it means the liquid has changed. I'll need to stop immediately to avoid wasting the yeast liquid or polluting it by pouring impurities into it. After separating the yeast liquid, I'll pour it into the sterilized birch sap. Where this feels great. Unfortunately, the water cools down too fast. Otherwise, I'll soak in it for a while longer. It's been a month. The wine should have been ready. I'll go check it later. Making wine requires a certain temperature, so I placed the jars in the cabin. After all, we kept the pit store burning every day. The cabin is warmer than the warehouse. I hope the wine is ready. It smells so good. We're generally speaking, the longer the wine is brewed, the better it tastes. It should be brewed for half a year to get such a good smell. But I made it to get alcohol. I don't care about the taste. I just didn't expect that after only a month of brewing, this jar of birch wine would have such a heavy fragrance. Maybe it'll taste good. Mr. Wizard. Nick, come here. Is it done? We'll see after tasting it. Glug, cheers. Glug. It's good. It tastes sweet and spicy. It's completely different from wine. I feel warm and comfortable after drinking it. It tastes better than wine, just like the fruit wine, with a slightly sweet taste first but followed by a burning sensation. I can hardly describe its taste. I only drank a little when I had to drink at a barbecue or other parties. However, in Zone E7 where there are few drinks, the wine tastes delicious. Mr. Wizard, this birch wine is so delicious. It's good. But don't drink too much. Gulp looks like Nick has a good capacity for liquor. Anyway, we have nothing to do tonight, so let's enjoy the wine. Cheers. Clink. Gulp. You enjoyed too much wine tonight. But that's okay. I'm here with you. Mr. Wizard, I feel hot. Be patient. You will be fine when its effects wear off. No, I want water. Slide. Thud, are you okay? Fall off. Mr. Wizard. Huff. Huff. Huff Nick. Sims. Whir. Rumble. Rumble rumble. Swoosh. Boom. Splash. Whir whir. Mr. Wizard. You need some more sleep. Whoosh. Mr. Wizard, you don't regret it. Why would I? I had a drink last night, but I was sober. What about you? Do you regret it? No, I will never regret it. Are you tired? Do you want to take a bath? I don't feel tired. Let's take a bath now. Let's. Well. Early in May Horn has become so strong after winter. It runs so fast while both of us are on the sled. Yeah. At this speed, we can reach the wetland in 2 days. And it won't take us long to reach the snow mountain. Mr. Wizard, do you think we can find the iron ore? I don't know. But we will take a chance. Horn, faster. Swoosh. Mr. Wizard, it only took us 4 days to arrive here. Yeah, thanks to Horn. Should we go find the iron ore now? No hurry. It's getting dark, so it's inconvenient now. Let's find a relatively flat place to spend the night. There is no vegetation in this place. And stones are everywhere. Perhaps we can find iron ore among these rocks. But we can take our time. Mr. Wizard, look at this stone. No iron ore inside it. Keep looking. With wild minerals collections, I can tell whether there is iron ore inside the rock with a glance, which can save time to check it. But this snow mountain range is too big. Even though I can exclude the areas without iron ore quickly, it will take a lot of time to search through here. I don't know if there is iron ore on this mountain, but I need to search this place, no matter how long it takes. If I want to leave here, I must build a ship. Shipbuilding requires iron. Otherwise, Nick and I may have to stay here for the rest of our lives. Mr. Wizard, sit down and have some rest. You have been searching like this for a week, so you need to relax. Okay, you're right. Let's go for a walk, have some fresh air, and set up some traps to get some food. Okay, this is the last trap. It's early. What are we going to do next? Let's take a walk around. There's a saying that goes, when you're looking for something, the more you want it, the less likely you are going to find it. Maybe we can find iron ore when wandering around. Mo. Brave Horn. You didn't run away. You must have overcome huge fear. Mr. Wizard, is it a polar bear? Yes, I am very familiar with that sound. It should not be far from here. I'm looking for iron ore, not polar bears. But since it comes to me, I'm willing to take it. How let's go. How are there wolves around this place? I feel like the sound is a bit different. Nick, take care of Horn. Time to get a new fur blanket. We are not in the same situation as when we were on the ice sheet. I don't lack food and clothes, and I'm not being seriously ill now. One polar bear isn't a threat. Tough ox, I'll make a mattress with its fur. My current mattress is made of multiple hides. It feels too rough to move on it because of the threads. Sums. Spurt spurt. Thud. Mr. Wizard has become stronger. Is there any problem with this polar bear? It was injured before it attacked us. None of its wounds were caused by me except for those on its neck and abdomen. It has many finger-sized bloody wounds on its body. Obviously, it was hit by different weapons. Wait. Weapons. Hurry up. We must catch it. Don't worry. Just follow the bloodstain. No matter how far it ran, we could find it. Mr. Wizard. Don't panic. Let's see what's going on. Swish swish. We are from the Lada tribe. The Lada tribe. I didn't expect they would ask us which tribe we belong to. It seems that there are other tribes in Area E7 except for them. Nick and I have been here for almost a year, yet we met other people here until now. Is it because they are too few or too scattered? The Lada tribe. Never heard of it before. Never mind. Did you kill this bear? You are going to say that this polar bear is yours, right? We found it first. We were hunting it before you killed it. This is our weapon. If you said so, it surely belongs to you guys. Shocked. No, no, no. We can't take it all. Although we found it first, you are the one who killed it. We will split it. Half and half. We can't take advantage of you. They are quite reasonable. It stands to reason that I should have a share of this polar bear since I killed it. The purpose I said that I didn't want it is to be friendly to them and then to ask for their assistance to build a ship. They turned out to be so straightforward. It's okay friends with them. Although I killed the polar bear, you could kill it even without me. It would just take you a little more time. I killed the polar bear because it was already injured by you guys. Splitting it half and half would be unfair to you. You can just give me its fur. Or if you need it, you can give me its 4 paws. Either will do for me. No, it's not fair to you. You can have both its fur and the 4 paws. Okay, great. That's settled then. Yeah. This polar bear can support us for a long time. They will definitely be happy. It's worth the trip. Thank you. It was us who took advantage of you, so it should be you to cut it apart. Huh, that's nice of you. I know this knife. It's an ulu knife, which is specially designed to separate flesh and skin. Of course, that is not the point. The point is that it is made of iron. Iron. Is there any iron in this place? Mr. Wizard. Ahem. Ah, well, you guys should cut the bear apart. Okay. We will do it. Don't worry. We won't get you fewer shares. Sir, are you guys Inuits? Yes, we are. I knew it. Are you two from the outside? From the outside. Yes, we are. If you don't mind, would you like to tell us more about it? I hope we can get more information this time. Nick, let's go back to our camp and pack things up for departure. Departure. Yeah. Mr. Zip invited us to visit their tribe. Just in time. We finished cutting the polar bear. Let's go. Sir, you can slow down. It's going to be a tough ride. Whoosh. Mr. Wizard, what were you guys talking about? The leader of the group is called Zip. They are from a tribe of more than a dozen people. They have been searching for prey around here recently. As for that ulu knife, it's not them who made it. It came from people outside their tribe. Those outsiders came here from unknown places on big ships. They would exchange various kinds of strange things with people from the Lada tribe for animal fur. I suppose they are merchants in the age of exploration. Will they come here again? Yes. I was told that they come every summer. And they trade goods on the snowfield by the sea. Great. That's so great. By the way, Mr. Wizard. Aren't they curious about why we outsiders still inquired about other outsiders? They are. So they were very surprised when I told them about our shipwreck. They kept asking how we survived it, saying it was amazing and not easy for us two to live here. I can tell they are good people. I hope we can learn more during this visit. We will. More importantly, it's the key to whether we can leave here, so we can't miss the chance. Have you been living here these days? Mr. Zip, you don't have to be so nervous. I have already checked the vicinity. There is no danger around this place. You never encountered wolves. Is that why you two have been staying here for so long? You are so lucky. Wolves. Yes, wolves. Fierce wolves. A long time ago, we ventured here despite the warnings of the elders in our tribe in search of food. As a result, we encountered wolves. There were dozens of them, and they were much larger in number than the ones we'd seen elsewhere. In particular, there was one wolf that was much bigger and more cunning among them. It was like a ghostly shadow. It attacked us in the dark. It's a devil. It's definitely the embodiment of the devil. So for your safety, you should quickly get out of here and go to the other side of the mountain. Actually, we've met those wolves. Are there only the two of you left of the Lada tribe? You've met those wolves. I'm glad you're still alive. The two of us killed all the wolves. So, Mr. Zip, you guys don't need to worry about encountering them anymore. You can hunt here without any worries. This is a necklace made of that wolf's fangs. Mr. Wizard, our things are packed. We can go now. Let's go. We'll talk about it on the way. Sure. You need to. Tell us about it in detail. Whoosh whoosh. Mr. Wizard, we'll soon be out of the forest. So fast. It only took less than half an hour to get here. This is not the same as the place you stayed, right? When I was at the peak of the mountain, I couldn't see the edge of the forest. But it's different here. The forest you saw just now is the only one here. There is no more forest in other places. The only one. Isn't it barren here, Mr. Zip? No, no, no. It's just the surface. You need to feel it in stillness, and then you will find there are plenty of lives on this land. You can't see them, but they are watching you silently in the dark. This is not a place that we humans occupy alone. Besides, the fewer forests, the slimmer chances of encountering beasts like wolves and bears, and the safer when we go out to hunt. Indeed, beasts generally prefer large forests. Mr. Wizard, look. Whir. Come out. They are back. Have you got anything today? You didn't get hurt, did you? We have brought back meat. Wow, a lot of meat. Mom, look, we have meat. Right, we invited 2 distinguished guests to come with us. His name is Chin Tian. Nice to meet you. Chin Tian. That's strange. Why do they have no response? Language barrier. You are so tall. Eat more meat, and you will be as tall as me. Let's get inside. It's rare to have guests. Let's have a banquet tonight. We happen to have got a lot of meat now. All right. Let's tidy up first, and then serve our best food. We can't let our guests starve. They are too hospitable. Can I touch it? They speak Inuktitut, which Nick should not understand. Because of the world languages collections, I can communicate with Zip and the others. But Nick, who speaks Arabic, can communicate with these Inuktitut-speaking children smoothly. Nick, can you understand what those kids are saying? A little. I roughly understand what they are talking about. Their languages have something in common. Chin Tian, take a seat. They will bring you food soon. Take your time. I heard that we've got visitors. Please sit down. Young man, I heard that you have killed the wolves on the other side of the mountain. That's great. We can go there and hunt from now on. I am so sorry for my dad's discourtesy. When we first came here, many of our people were killed by the wolves. So when he heard that the wolves had been wiped out, he came and asked you about it seriously. When you first came here. Actually, we are not the indigenous inhabitants here. It happened 30 years ago. The weather was very bad that morning. And the wind outside our igloos was so strong, as if the spirits of the dead on the ice field were roaring. Whir rumble run. The storm is coming. Hurry. And then I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was already here. The environment here is the same as the place where I lived before, but I could feel the strangeness of this land. It's definitely not like the surroundings of Lake Anjikuni I lived by. You can just think of it as a story. I know it's hard to believe this kind of thing. Mr. Zip, I told you before that I came from the outside, right? Could it be that you two also? Yeah, the 2 of us, like you, were sent to this place for no reason. I believe what your father said because we have experienced that too. Friends from afar. Friends from afar. Do you also live near Lake Anjikuni? No, we came from elsewhere. More thing. It's the mystery of the disappearance of a village near Lake Anjikuni in Canada in 1930. That was you guys. According to what Zidam said just now, I am sure that Zip and his people are the villagers who disappeared. Food's ready. Mr. Wizard, look. That plate is so beautiful. They should have got it from the fleet. Alright. No more talking. Let's eat. Let's welcome our friends from afar. Thud. Something good for you to have a taste. This wine smells so good. What kind of wine is it? How is it? It tastes good, right? It's great.